If you've ever used an app, browsed a website, or even used your phone today, there's a good chance you've already interacted with something called open source software without even realizing it. So what does open source actually mean? That's what we're going to look at in this video. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps this small channel grow. In simple terms, open source is software where the source code is freely available for anyone to view, use, modify, and share. Think of it like being given the full blueprint of a machine instead of just being allowed to press the buttons on the outside. Most software you use is closed source. That means the company keeps the code private. You can use the product, but you can't see how it works or change it. Open source flips that idea completely. It says, here's how it works, take it, improve it, and build on it. And that leads to one of the biggest strengths of open source software: collaboration. Instead of one company or one small team building everything, open source projects can be improved by thousands of developers around the world. Someone in the UK might fix a bug, someone in India might add a feature, and someone in the US might improve security, all working on the same project, often for free. One of the best examples of this is Linux. Linux is everywhere. It runs huge portions of the internet, powers servers, runs Android phones, and even sits inside smart devices. The interesting thing is, Linux isn't owned by a single company controlling everything. It's developed by a global community of contributors. Then there's Mozilla Firefox, a web browser built with transparency in mind. Anyone can look at its code, which is a big deal in a world where most browsers are built by huge corporations. That openness is one reason it's often praised for privacy and user control. Another massive example is Android open source project. Most non-Apple smartphones run on Android, and the core of Android is open source. That means companies like Samsung or OnePlus can take it, modify it, and build their own versions. Without open source, the smartphone market would look completely different and far less diverse. Even programming itself relies heavily on open source. Python is one of the most popular languages in the world, used in everything from websites to artificial intelligence. And it's open source, meaning anyone can contribute to its development or build tools on top of it. And behind a lot of modern software development sits Git, created to help developers track changes in code and collaborate more easily. It's one of the reasons global software teams can work together without constantly breaking each other's work. So why would anyone give away something as potentially valuable as software for free? There are a few reasons. First, speed and innovation. When thousands of people can see and improve your code, problems get fixed faster and ideas spread quickly. A project can evolve much faster than it would inside a single company. The second reason is trust. Because anyone can inspect the code, there's a level of transparency that closed software doesn't always have. No hidden features, no secret tracking, everything is open to scrutiny. Third is reputation. Developers who contribute to major open source projects build strong portfolios and often get hired based on their contributions alone. And finally, ideology. Some people genuinely believe software should be open and accessible to everyone, like knowledge on the internet. What's interesting is that open source isn't just a niche idea anymore. It's the backbone of modern technology. It runs servers, websites, apps, and entire operating systems. Even big tech companies rely on open source software every single day. Do you think we'll continue to see open source software used as widely as today, or will the big tech companies be looking to put a stop to it? Let me know down in the comments, and please do subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.